Hey guys, Cruising back with more Final Fantasy XIV goodness. We have finally got. It's been a long and arduous journey, and we finally got to here. We are finally back. We are finally going into the realm of Heavensward. Now, for those of you who haven't watched, or don't care, or haven't been paying attention, here's the recap. When we last left off in the Final Fantasy universe, we had done the following. Defeated the Garlean Empire and the Ultima weapon. Defeated a whole shit ton of primals. Discovered a war between the Dravanians and Ishgard. And now we're being accused of assassinating the Sultana. Yeah. Nanamo Ulnamo was poisoned right in front of our very eyes, which led us to be freaking chased out of Ul'dah. But guess what? I've been in hiding for the last couple of days. But, you know, being in hiding doesn't really do much. Oh, by the way, I'm here with Darkfire. I kind of put it in as an afterthought. Sorry. But anyway, being in hiding kind of sucks. Especially when there's no risk of you freaking getting arrested in here by storyline mode. So,
That's stupid. They should have it so that people get chased afterwards. At the very least, player on player can go at each other. That'd make the game a little more interesting.
it would. But unfortunately, beggars can't be choosers. Instead, they chose to say, "Oh," and see what happens. They should have told the citizenry of Ul'dah so that they're like, "Oh, what's this? We gotta capture the Warrior of Light? Let's get him!" But no. So their loss in my incredibly awesome gain. So anyway, we're gonna get out of Ul'dah and head back to where we belong. And that is in the Kurthus Central Highlands. And while we're also at it, we'll also change our outfit. Oh yeah, I changed my hair up also. Kinda, you know, change appearance a little bit. Could've used the Fantasia, but I decided not to. So it's a beautiful sunny day in Kurthus, even though the 3 feet of snow was kind of a deterrent. It's time to make our way to the reason we're here. Whoops. /FC. Alright, let's do this. So the only 2 Scions left in the Scions of the Seventh Dawn are Tataru, Alphinaud, and Urianger, that shady motherfucker. But Orion J is somewhere else and whatnot, and so... So let's speak to Alphinaud and get this shit over with. Time to go to Ishgard. Ooh, remote. Could you? It's over there. Thank you.
The dawn's light will shine again.
And with that, and with the new expansion, we got new voiceovers.
So long as we have these specious accusations hanging over us, we will struggle to achieve anything. You must go to Ishgard, as Tataru proposed. I will return to Uldar and set things right.
No, you won't.
Pray, do not be so hasty, Master Alphinaud.
Lord Orchiffon.
Full well do I understand your desire to clear your names. But now is not the time for drastic action. You yet have allies upon whom you can rely. There is no need to act alone.
Yes. Yes, of course. Pray forgive my impatience.
I bring tidings. Count Edmond has decreed that the three of you be taken in as wards of House Fortin. Under our patronage, you shall be granted access to the city proper. Pray, consider our manor your new headquarters, from which you may gather information and plan how best to proceed.
Well, that's
Needless
nice.
to say, should any of your missing allies be found, as I am certain they shall, they will of course be welcome to join you there.
You are more than generous, my friend. On behalf of my fellows, I humbly accept your offer of hospitality.
The Count is a good man, and just. He will treat you with the kindness and respect that a hero and dear friend deserves.
To Ishgard, then. Together. There we shall carry on the Scions' legacy. There we shall begin anew.
Good to hear. And we only get... And with it, we get new quest accepted music. I must go on ahead and speak to the Count. Fear not, however, for everything has been arranged. The sentries at the gates of judgment have informed of our decision. You need but state your names and they will allow you to pass. My manservant shall be waiting for you at the city gates, ready to escort you to our manor, where we shall meet again. Until then... Oh, what a beautiful morning! It feels so good to be out of the Central Highlands. And we won't have to listen to this god's awful music. here we are. The gates of judgment, ladies and gentlemen. Where we begin our new journey. Wards of House Forton. Ah, yes. You may pass. Let's proceed to Ishgard. You ready, Darkfire?
And so they came, at a friend's behest. Heroes once celebrated as saviors of Eorzea, brought low through treachery, their names blackened with royal blood. With memories of the lost and dreams of redemption, with hope yet in their hearts, they came.
Ladies and gentlemen,
To Ishgard, shining city on the mount, overlooking the dominion of Kurthus. A great and proud nation, devoted to Helone, the Fury, ruled by Thordan VII, Archbishop of the Ishgardian Orthodox Church. The last bastion of the faith, her walls ever bristling with the sworn swords and spears of her 4 high houses. A land that after 1,000 years of war had forgotten what it was to be at peace. Through gates long closed, the warrior of light and his companions passed, entering at last a city whose history was written in blood. In the midst of the Dragonsong War they came, 3 weary travelers whose arrival would set in motion great change. Though none knew then how great.
from the memoirs of Count Edmond de Forton, Heavensward. Oh, what am I? So yeah, before we continue on this storyline, a couple of noticeable features that that we should all notice. I'm not getting bombarded on my chat with a whole bunch of novice network items or chats, because the second I finished the A Realm Reborn storyline was the moment the system decides you're no longer a novice. Well, it's either that or play for 165 hours. Or 165 days? Fuck it, it's not important. But we did lose the new adventurer logo, and we don't have it anymore, which is good, because I was getting sick of it. And pretty soon, we won't have a sword and shield anymore, because that's another thing on our list of things to do. But anyways, we're gonna continue onward. And we'll talk to the House Photon manservant. Greetings, Master Olonir. On behalf of House Photon, I bid you welcome to Ishgard. My lord humbly requests your presence at his residence in the Pillars. If you all would come with me. Oh, we'll follow him in a second, but first, as with any great city, and with anything else, first and foremost is to attune to the Aetherites. Alright. Well, it's like near the middle of Kurthus, so I just wanna see. I think I wanna go this way. I'll just go this way. And as always, we have the ever-friendly delivery Moogle. Nice. There's Haurchefant, the warrior of light and his grave companions. Walking the streets of Ishgard at last. What a glorious sight! I cannot tell you how long I have waited for this day. Allow me to present to you my family home, Photon Manor. I should like nothing more than to show you around, but everyone is gathered to receive you. Come, my friends. Introductions must be made. Alright.
My lord, I have returned with the Scions.
I hope your journey was not too taxing. I, Count Edmond de Fortemps, bid you welcome. As wards of House Fortemps, you shall be afforded every courtesy. My home is your home.
My companions and I are deeply honored, Count Fortemps.
The honor is mine, Master Alphinaud. Consider it an expression of our gratitude for your service to Ishgard.
Ishgardi
me,
noble
my lord,
bowing
but
to us.
Are you not concerned? To accept foreign guests at such a juncture, especially ones with our reputation.
Do not worry yourself on my account. 'Tis true that Ishgard's first thought has ever been the war effort, hence the closing of our borders. Yet it is in troubled times most of all that men should seek allies. Don't you think? Granted, my decision will have raised eyebrows in the vault and in the halls of the other high houses. But so long as you continue with your altruistic endeavors, I doubt my honored peers will feel moved to voice their concerns.
Then there is naught to fear. Though our numbers are much reduced, we are no less determined to carry on our work.
Full glad am I to hear it. But before you return to your labors, why not take a tour of the city? You would do well, I think, to acquaint yourselves with your new surroundings. After all, you may be here for some time.
Oh, we'll be here for a while, alright. Now for a tour of Ishgard. Now then. Now let's change. We won't change into our armor just yet. Though our friends in House Sultana have been generous enough to extend us their protection, we must take care not to impose too much on their hospitality. It is only proper that we learn about our new home, so that we might become more self-sufficient. It'll take a while to learn the lay of the land, but learn it we must. Then there's the markets and taverns. We'll need to know where to shop and where to hear small talk. 'Twould seem a tour of the city is indeed in order. I thank you for your counsel, my lord. My companions and I shall, of course, do as you suggest. Very good. Then my manservant shall accompany you. He will be able to answer any questions you might have. Ha! But I grow forgetful in my dotage. There is something I must give you ere we part. The documentation is in order, I trust. Yes, my lord. These documents identify you as wards of House Sultana. Given that our borders have remained closed for decades, many of my countrymen are unaccustomed to treating with foreigners. Should anyone happen to question your presence here, it may prove necessary to remind you that you remain under the protection of House Sultana. But let us hope it shall not come to that. Rest assured that we will do our utmost to avoid any situation which might compel us to invoke your name. Bayan, Tataru, the city awaits. Let's go! Ah, that broke. That snapped. Nice. This is your first time in our family. city. Pray, permit me to show you the Hoplon, from whence we may gaze upon the splendor of the Holy Vault. Though all other sights pale in comparison, 'tis only meet that you see it first. I shall then show you around the jeweled crozier, where you may purchase all manner of goods and services, before descending into Foundation's Aetherite Plaza, if there are no questions. Alright, let's see the Tour of Ishgard. The Hoplon, so named for the bronze great shield borne by our nation's patron deity, is the largest plaza in Ishgard. The magnificent cathedral to the north is, of course, the Holy Vault. The vault is both Ishgard's seat of government and the residence of the Archbishop of the Ishgardian Orthodox Church. Begging your pardon, the statues to the south, are they perchance Thoron's famed Knights 12? Very good, Master Alphinaud. They are the fathers of Ishgard, the brave knights who joined King Thoron I to put down Nidhogg and found this great nation. Ours is a city rich in history and tradition, and there is much you can learn by exploring the pillars, time permitting, of course. Now then, if you would follow me to the jeweled crozier, I shall introduce you to Mistress Elise, our master of the market. Luckily, I know most of my way around here already. Well, you are clearly not locals or traveling peddlers, which makes you all... Ah, wards of House Plantone. How very interesting. Count Edmond has granted us leave to remain in Ishgard for as long as we wish, which may be some time. Accordingly, we still have need of sundry goods, hence our desire to make your acquaintance. That is, of course, assuming you are content to accept the custom of foreigners. Yes. Should you be uncomfortable. Young sir, we do not discriminate in matters of money. If you have coin to spend, who are we to refuse it? Weapons, armor, accoutrements, medicine, materials, whatever you desire, it can be found in the crozier. Our merchants will be more than happy to accommodate you, as you will soon see. Our next destination is the Aetherite Plaza and Foundation. If everyone is ready... Nope, that's not it. Oh yeah. I just want the chat. Apply. You know? What? Oh, neat. I should think about starting dinner soon, because... yeah. That works. In retrospect, I should be attuning the Aetherites around here, but... we now have Ethernet access to Sky Steel Manufactory. And here we have the Foundation's Aetherite Plaza. If you have yet to attune the Aetherite, it would be wise to do so now. You know what? That's, it's about high time we threw on our regular armor. Okay, we'll keep our Magitech armor on for a little while longer. As for our next destination, mayhap we should decide together. What else can be found nearby? The Skysteel Manufactory stands to the west. There, our engineers conceive and manufacture weapons for use against the dragons. The holy stables, where the chocobos are trained for war, also lie in that direction. To the north and east can be found the congregation of our Knights Most Heavenly, while to the south and east, well, 'twould be best if you avoided that area. And why is that? I fear our knights may not be able to ensure your safety in the lowest levels, Master Alphinaud. Hold your nose when you pass the broom, little lord. A delicate flower like you is like to wilt in our fumes. You misjudge me, sir, for I am no lord, but a humble traveler. Oh, come to see the sights, have ye? Take a turn down the Hobland and gawp at the statues? Well, if you've a mind to learn how the better half live, come and have a drink at the Forgotten Knight, if your nursemaid'll let ye. My humblest apologies, Master Alphinaud. Pray, pay that drunken lout no mind. Oh, but I must. It will not do to refuse such a heartfelt invitation. Yes, I simply must see this Forgotten Knight for myself. I trust you see the wisdom in this, Bayan. There are few sources of information more abundant than a bustling local hostelry. Not that I expect to hear any news of our missing comrades just yet. Nevertheless, who can say we might learn of recent events? Then I'm coming too. First and foremost, Aethernet shard at 12 o'clock. Here we are. Must say this is rather unusual. Not just one, but a whole party of fresh new faces in my tavern. We but recently arrived in Ishgard and are eager to acquaint ourselves with her more notable establishments. Master Gibralont. Just Gibralont will do. And I'm flattered you think so highly of my establishment. Can't promise it'll live up to your expectations. But if it's decent food and drink you're after, you could do much worse. Judging by the number of customers I see, I suspect your fare is rather more than decent. Speaking of your clientele, I cannot help but note a difference between those who frequent the upper and lower floors. Spotted that, did you? Aye. Up here you'll find peddlers, porters, off-duty knights and so forth, dropping in on their way to or from somewhere else. Regulars maybe, but not locals. Folks from the Bloom, they tend to congregate downstairs, where we offer a menu more suited to their taste. Cheaper meals, stronger spirits, all quality, mind, but not the sort of stuff I'd recommend to yourselves. You speak of the lowest levels, yes? Why do they call them the Broom, if I may ask? 'Cause when the weather's foul, and the broom rolls in thick, it's the poor sods living at the bottom who have to deal with it. I see. And it's not just the weather. When the wyverns broke through the wards and started tearing up the city, it was the broom that got the worst of it. While the pillars enjoyed the protection of the high houses and the temple knights. More than a few people are still sore about that, mind, which is why, considering your present company, I'd recommend you keep your wits about you, if you mean to go below, and something sharp in your boot, just to be sure. I shall take your words to heart, sir. Master Alphinaud, I think it would be best if we returned to Forton Manor.
You go on ahead without me. I'm staying for a drink or two.
Mr. Tataru, I'm afraid that is out of question. My lord the Count would never forgive me if I abandoned one of his charges in such a place. Least of all a maiden. What are you up to, Tataru?
Look around, Alphinaud. This tavern is full of people whose business regularly takes them beyond the gates of judgment. With friends like that, I could practically live here and wait for the newest gossip to come to me.
Indeed. But will you be safe here on your own?
Oh, please. Do you know how often I looked after the waking sands and the rising stones by myself? If I had a guild for every unwelcome caller I've driven away, I'd be rich beyond my wildest dreams. I'll be fine.
Not that I doubt the lady's knack for fending off unwanted advances, but I'll be damned if I'm going to let anyone lay an unwelcome hand on a patron in my establishment. That settles it then. Tataru, Bayan and I will return to the manors for now. Contact me by link pal if you require assistance.
I will.
Alright, let's head back up to the pillars. Oh, but before we do, we need to attune to some Aetherites. First and foremost, we'll attune to the Aetherite here, which I just passed like a dipshit. And we'll be back here in a bit to get this quest right here. We'll be back for that quest a little later. And that's Attune to the last vigil. Of course, we'll still have some of the old Realm Reborn music, but it feels good to know that most of the soundtrack is... Yeah, I figured. No, I'm good. Tell us then, Master Alphinaud. Does Ishgard meet with your expectations? That which I imagined pales in comparison to the reality. I felt the weight of 1,000 years of history with every step I took. And when those steps took me past the scars left by the wyverns in Foundation, I understood how easily that history could end in tragedy. The attack was devastating. The casualties, unspeakable. The wyverns did not discriminate. Unarmed men and women, even children were given no quarter. Sir Emmerich has ordered his knights to strengthen our defenses, and each house has been called upon to lend what support it can. There is much to be done, yet, alas, able-bodied men and women are in short supply. Mayhap we could be of assistance, my lord. After all you've done for us, we would welcome any opportunity to repay your kindness. That is a most generous offer, Master Alphinaud. You are guest in my home, to whom I have extended my hospitality without obligation, let or lien. Nevertheless, Ishgard's need is great, and if you are willing to aid in our cause, I cannot well refuse. Good. What would you ask of us? From what I have learned, you are an intelligent and persuasive young man. Such qualities may prove most useful to us in our efforts to secure provisions from foreign sources, identifying trustworthy suppliers, brokering contracts, and so on. As for you, Master Ordinaire, I could ask for no one better than a storied veteran such as yourself. A man with the capacity to act swiftly and decisively when needed, to aid Artoirel and Emanelaine in their duties. I beg your pardon. I am more than capable of carrying out my duty by myself. I have no need of our honored guest's assistance. Now, be reasonable, brother. What manner of fool would say no when a famous hero offered to do his work? Hold your tongues. By the Fury, the two of you will conduct yourselves with the dignity befitting your station and show Master Olnir the respect he deserves. This is the man who slew Gaius von Belsar and some half a dozen primals besides. He's not here to steal your glory or serve as your errand boy. If you can pardon them from their impropriety, Master Ordinaire, I should be much obliged if you would lend my sons a helping hand. My thanks. Very willing. They may even learn something from you.
"'Twas seen we shall not want for employment over the coming days, though that was never in doubt. Our host's initial reluctance to accept our offer of aid was solely for appearance's sake. In truth, he is glad of this opportunity to put us to work. By granting us patronage, House Forton has taken a tremendous risk. Until we demonstrate our worth to Ishgard at large, the Count will face considerable opposition from his peers in matters great and small. And so he would have us publicly serve Ishgard, whilst simultaneously keeping his sons in check. 'Tis an arrangement we may benefit from in unexpected ways. My own duties may feasibly bring me into contact with people who know something of our mission comrades. And as you go about helping our two lords in their various responsibilities, you will inevitably make new acquaintances in Ishgard, mayhap even new allies. Yes, the more I think on it, the more confident I am that by furthering their goals, we shall further our own.
So we have to help these two dipsticks, but we're gonna hold off on that for a bit, because it's time to get what I deserve. Time to get Dark Knight. So in order to get Dark Knight, we have to complete a certain quest to which we will return to the tribunal for. Oh, hello. Hey, Trexie, did not notice the chat. Wonder if my voice chat's frickin'... Hold on a sec, you know what, let me check something. Nope, that's not it. There we go. Broadcast settings, advanced settings, audio sharing settings, that's not it. Camera video settings, blah, nope. Oh, comments to speech. Yeah, it's on, what the fuck?
Hi, standard. Hi, standard, hi. Standard. Fast one. Fast one. Standard. Fast one.
I'm gonna speed it up a little bit, so. But yeah, there we go. Alright. So everything's on. I'm not sure why it didn't work. After witnessing a spectacle like that, everyday life seems rather dull in comparison. So you didn't see that trial earlier? Huh, you're lost. Fury take me, the way that heretic swung that slab of iron he called a sword was a sight to behold. He couldn't have carried a shield if he wanted to. The blade was too big. Had to keep two hands on it at all times. I was amazed he managed to keep up with that temple knight for as long as he did. Fought like a demon from the deepest pits of the seventh hell, bellowing threats and working his arts. I wasn't sure what to make of it at first, but then I heard someone say that he must be a dark knight. But you didn't hear that from me, eh? In fact, I'm sure I don't know anything about it. Ye gods, are you mad? We're standing outside the bloody tribunal! Fine, but keep quiet and listen well, because I'm only going to say this once. So, as I was saying, that heretic was fighting like a man possessed. Even after he took several wounds, he showed no sign of pain, though there was no mistaking the blood. As the fight wore on, it began to soak through his armor, spreading to every ilm of his body. But when it began to rise and envelop him as a mist, I realized it wasn't blood, but something dark and twisted. But the righteous are not so easily cowed. Alone be praised. I screamed myself hoarse when that temple knight slipped past his guard and ran him through. Good riddance, I say. Man was not meant to wield such arts. Yet I wonder, was he truly one of those... Well, it matters not. I heard the temple knights talking of dumping his corpse in the broom. By sunrise it will be stripped bare and tossed over the walls. It will be as though he never was, and as though we never had this conversation. Alright. Before we continue this quest, I do want to get the Ethernet shard here. There we go. That's more than 4 enough for charity. They'll take care of the rest. And mayhap some sooner rather than later. Come on. And what should be lying beneath him? Is this all that awaits? No. No more. Enough. Open your eyes. Look. Do you see now? Do you see? Bayan. Bayan! I've been waiting for you to open your eyes. You alright? You were mourning in your sleep and sweating buckets besides. Name's Frey, by the way. And no, I'm not a heretic. Try convincing a temple knight drunk on authority of that, eh? Shame the pompous ass got the better of me. But how about you? You touched it, yes? That couldn't have felt good. A voice, eh? And a rather distressed one besides.
Please! Someone! Anyone!
Not so fast. We need to talk about what's happening to you. What's growing within you before you get carried away. There's a darkness within us all. Nothing dangerous, mind. In fact, it's quite healthy. But the crystal changes you. Gives you the power to channel it. Do it without proper training, however, and, well, it might hurt. So go ahead. Ask me to teach you. Ask me to instruct you in the ways of the Dark Knights, and I will. I know you're still worried about that screaming woman, so I'll keep this brief. We Dark Knights don't care one whit for prestige or pedigree. We are free to follow our hearts, to defend the weak and punish the guilty as we see fit. The law of the land, the authority of a name, these are tools cowards use to escape harm. We have no shields, figurative or literal. Here, my blade is your blade. My soul crystal is your soul crystal. Go on, take them. You'll need them soon enough. Yep, and where did I put that remote? Yes! Because I want to turn this down a little bit. Alright. Let's do it. Inventory. 1 Soul of the Dark Knight. Oh, wait. Place an armory chest. And before we do anything else, unequip almost everything. We will equip, however... Oh, for those of you... Trexie, you should know Darkfire by now. She's been on live streams with me for the last 4 days. Oh, wait, I think I know why the audio device isn't working. I need to adjust sound devices. Nope, still kinda iffy. Okay, so alright, back to work. Alright, so nothing else. Alright, let's equip it in with something that can be somewhat used. You know what? You know what, before we... Ooh, thank you. Before we do anything else, we're gonna teleport over to Mist for a bit. Those of you who have been watching some of my previous live streams will remember this place, the Crimson Hut, but we're not going there just yet. We're gonna get some good old weaponry right now. Yep, all good on that front. Already got those. I just need the footgear. The gloves. Alright. We've got pretty much everything we need, but with the exception of a few things that we definitely need. You know what? No, I'm putting it all into strength. Dark Knight don't need vitality. You know what? Good. Now to,
Hunt.
I always have to deal with these dipsticks. Oh wait, that's right. What am I lagging? There we go. Alright. Before we do anything else, I do need to change a few things. First of all, my actions and traits, which I would say bye-bye to this, that, and that. And then go what? Oh. You just thought of that now. Oh, I didn't want auto attack. You know what? Screw it. Alright, let's take a look at my job. Alright. Hard slash. Shadow skin goes in the, let's see, let's think I usually put it here. Let's see, spinning slash. So just stay off it for a little while, right? Spinning slash. Goes to yeah, some more water will do. Thanks. Actually, yes, Sprite. Spinning slash goes here. Scourge is what again? Oh yeah, I gotta. Oh yeah, that's low blow is my stun. Yep, that's blood weapon, nope. Nope, don't need that. Yep. Crit goes here. What is it? Scourge. Oh, don't tell me I'm gonna have. Yep. I'm gonna have to go back. Wait a minute. There we go. Gonna have to. Okay. I didn't want to have to do this, but Yeah, definitely. Why?
What?
Yeah, why?
Oh,
I usually take a shot in order to take care of the hair, you know? Well, the party don't start till 9, so... Alright, let's take a look at this damn picture. Where is my, applications, capture gallery. That's what I want. Now, is there any way I can crop this? Nope, didn't think so. And there's no way I can zoom in, huh? Alright, so it goes unmend hard, and then there's one over here that actions and trades job. I don't think I have it yet. Nope, don't have it yet. I do need the gladiators provoke though, because that goes here. I might need convalescence later, but we'll see. Let's see. I don't have salted earth yet. I think I've got everything so far. Yeah, Delirium, Soul Eater, Dark Dance, Dark Mind, Shadow Wall, and we're gonna be getting. Alright, so the only thing we need is our teleport back. Back to Kurthus. Alright. Now that we've got our broadsword in tow, let's talk to Frey. Well, don't you look the part. Ready to harness the darkness within to set the wrong things right. Now bear in mind that while the darkness gives you strength, that strength comes at a cost. That is but one sacrifice, though, and justice demands many. Say a man, a venerable, untouchable man, harms a child in unspeakable ways. He strides through the heartland, secure in the knowledge that he is beyond punishment. But for one who cuts down that vile beast as he flaunts his freedom, who knows how many others will suffer. Such was the dilemma faced by a goodly knight long ago. He knew that he would have be stripped of his titles and denounced for the deed. The threshold we refuse to cross is a line we draw for ourselves. We fear the consequences, and people suffer for our indecision. Everyone who held that crystal came to conquer that fear, and became who they wanted to be. That night was the first. Will you be the next? Think on that, while we look into the commotion down below. I like the sound of this.
cannot wait to get this to the proper level.
Please.
I don't know what to do. It's my granddaughter. I didn't see him standing there, and I know that's no excuse. I should have been more careful. My grandfather, she started yelling at the temple knight, and I tried to stop her, I did. But then he said she had to come with him. And if I could just tell him how sorry I am, maybe he would.
He'd take you too, is what he'd do. Even if you went and begged the blue bastard to intervene, it'd be too late by then. This ain't the first time they've taken a girl her age. If she doesn't fight back, they might let her go after.
No! There has to be another way!
Ishgardian justice. They might spare the girl, you know. Leave her with a few scars and a lifelong lesson. Or we could beat every last one of them to within an ilm of their lives and rescue the girl. You'd like that, wouldn't you? I knew you would. Everything is going to be alright, madam. When I'm through with those knights, they will not dare to trouble you ever again.
Oh, thank you. Thank you!
Assuming they didn't just drag her into an alley, they've taken her to either the congregation or the tribunal. The Honorable Sir Emmerich wouldn't suffer such reprehensible behavior under his roof. The Inquisition, on the other hand, well, so that leaves the tribunal. If the girl is still alive, I imagine they'll make all manner of threats. Come any closer and she dies, and so forth. If so, we'll need to make something perfectly clear to them. We're not here for her. We're here for you. Once they understand she means nothing to us, they'll attack us or flee. I don't know about you, but I'm eager to find out which. You have learned all the Dark Knight's actions and traits to level 30. Detailed descriptions can be viewed in the Actions and Traits window accessed under the character in the main menu. What did you say? No, what did you say beforehand? You don't remember. Just the one sword between the two of us, I'm afraid. You keep it. I dare say it fits rather snugly in your hands. But don't worry about me. I'll do my part to keep you on your feet. Now, should things turn violent, as I suspect they shall, you may need to tap into your dark side to survive. It's not unlike drawing upon your own ether to weave magic. Fear, pain, rage, that which lies in the darkest depths of our soul, makes for a potent fuel. But be warned. Burn too much too quickly, and you risk being consumed. Do not worry, Bayan. The first step over the threshold is always the hardest. Ah, yes. I should have known you'd do that. Right then. Let's find the girl. Oh, I forgot to change over to the chat again. There she is. Let's proceed. Ready to see some darkness? Damn it, girl! You're only making it worse for yourself.
The hell's with you? I've done nothing wrong!
Why are the pretty ones always so daft? If I had a gill for every time I had to kill an unrepentant bastard like you. What the? Are you threatening a temple knight? Oh, you're very clever. Yes, I am. Now let her go. Enough of this! With me, girl, now! One more word of protest, and I'll toss your grandmother into a cell to rot! You three, seize this imbecile! Oh yeah. Surrender or die! Funny, I was about to say the same thing. Show them no mercy, Bayan. Oh, Dark Knight, how I missed thee. Bring everyone! He's gone mad! Reinforcements, eh? Looks like we'll have to even the odds. Search your soul for the darkness. We need but a sliver. Yes. Do you see, Bayan? The flames beckon. Immerse yourself in the flames and ignite the darkness within. Just so. As it burns hotter, so does your strength. But drink not too deep, lest the flames consume you. Draw upon your dark side, and drive your foes before you. Oh yeah. Always take out the healer first. Remember that. Now which way do we go? This way? I think. I never know how to pronounce that last word. The one that I'm targeting right now. That's his Guardian Banneret. Then you have his Guardian Heavy. I was trying to figure out the healers. Yeah. How I missed you, Unleashed. I can't wait till I can use you again in storyline. Now where? Oh, I see. Fighting in a church. All this for a base-born bitch? Do you know what you're doing? Aye, I do. I'm killing you and anyone else who gets in my way. That one. Well, eventually we'll frickin' figure it out. Wanted to take the time to heal yourself there, Frey. Oh, if you like Frey that much, you're gonna want to watch later in the Dark Knight storyline quest. This shit gets trippy. During the Heavensward questline, I will be training Dark Knight to get back all my skills and whatnot. And just let frickin' Darkfire here believe what she wants to believe. At least until she learns the truth. Cause guess who knows? Ishgard. Next knight who bears steel, I'm not only going to kill him, but I'm going to kill his wife, his friends, and burn his goddamned house down!
Thank you.
Those of you who let live, remember this horror, and know that if you should speak of it, it shall be visited upon you again 100-fold.
I don't know what to say, sir. Thank you. Thank you. I got a little carried away earlier. It's just when I saw how they were treating my grandmother, I had to say something and... What? No one screamed your name? Wait, no one screamed your name? My grandmother called out, just the once, but that was it. Speaking of which, I should hurry back. I suppose I ought to say that I'm sorry for what I did, but I'm not. Those knights had it coming. Alone bless you for what you did.
Feels good, doesn't it? Maybe strange, but a good strange, I'll wager. You tapped into something primal, a power nestled within you, yearning to be free. As your understanding of this power grows, so too will your skill as a Dark Knight. You have done well, far better than I could have hoped, in fact. But there is still so much more to learn, so much further to go. I won't lie to you, Bayan. The risks will only increase, so if you want to keep going, you have to trust in me. Can you do that? Good. That's a promise. Circumstances being what they are, it might be best if we parted ways for a while. Think of it as an opportunity to hone your skills in my absence. But don't worry. We will meet again. When the time is right. I'll be waiting where we first met. The next Dark Knight quest will be available from Frey upon reaching level 35. The requirements for Undertaker subsequent quests can be reviewed in your journal. And we have learned to control the darkness within. Dark side unlocked. And look at that! It went right into the place where I needed it to be. Oh, dark side, how I missed thee. And it only gets better from here on in. But, unfortunately, we cannot use it at the moment. What time is it? Have I been playing for at least an hour? Okay. So, we're gonna save Dark Knight for another time, in another place. And we will be training it up using Duty Finder, or whatever else I can think of. I'll probably blaze through like a whole bunch of quest lines, and I'll have Kat activate Brave New World. In fact, speaking of which, how much company credits do we have? 133,954. Cannot wait for you to join Lamia. Because that total will go up as soon as you do. But anyways, that's gonna be it for me and Darkfire. We gotta go get ready for a party. So when we return, we will continue the Heavensward we will continue training our Bayan Dark Knights. And hopefully catch up to level 53 before everything, Wait, was that Silent? Yeah? Yeah, well, I'm never gonna know anyway. This whole area's instance. But anyways, that's gonna be it for us. So when we return, we'll continue, and we'll do a duty with Emina Lane and his trusty little companion Honora. But until then, along with Darkfire, Kruznik X, out.
Bye bye.